Today, we're diving into something truly spectacular. We're going to explore some of the most breathtaking landscapes on Earth, the top 7 trekking sites of Himachal Pradesh. Let's get right into it. So, I want you to ask yourself, which Himachala trail is calling you? Seriously, don't just treat this as a simple list. I want you to actually picture yourself out there. Imagine feeling that crisp mountain air and exploring these absolutely majestic landscapes. By the time we wrap up this explainer, I want you to have your answer. Okay, let's dive into this. Here's how we're going to break it down today. We'll kick things off with beginner and popular trails, then move into valleys, passes, and springs before we really push our limits with extreme high-altitude treks. Finally, we'll help you pick your next great adventure. All right, starting right off with Section 1, beginner and popular trails. Our very first stop is Triund, located in beautiful Mcleodganj. Honestly, this is the absolutely perfect starting point. It's incredibly popular and super beginner-friendly. But hey, don't let the word beginner fool you into thinking the views are anything less than spectacular. The payoff at the end of this welcoming path is huge. You get these massive, sweeping panoramic views of the mighty Dhauladhar range. It is literally the perfect introduction to Himachal trekking. Now, what's really interesting about this next one is the dual purpose it serves. We're talking about Bir Billing. You've probably heard the name because it's famous worldwide as one of the absolute best sites for paragliding. But it's also a phenomenal location for ground-based adventures, specifically camping and trekking. It's just a fantastic spot to pitch a tent, hike the beautiful surrounding trails, and watch the paragliders soaring right above you. Let's move to Section 2 and see how this builds. We're looking at valleys, passes, and springs. Imagine this. On one side, you've got the lush, incredibly green Kulu Valley, and on the exact opposite side, the stark, cold desert landscape of Lahal. This dramatic contrast is really the heart of the Hamta Pass trek from Manali. It brilliantly illustrates a journey of vivid extremes. You are quite literally walking out of a vibrant green ecosystem and stepping right over into a high-altitude desert. It's like a physical bridge between two completely different worlds. How cool is that? Next up is Kir Ganga, tucked away in the magnificent Parvati Valley. Now, the absolute standout feature here, the natural hot springs. Just picture this for a second. You've been trekking for hours through the crisp, cool mountain air, and your big reward at the top is a rejuvenating soak in warm, geothermal waters. All of that while surrounded by stunning views of the valley. It is the ultimate balance of a hard physical workout and totally natural relaxation. Rounding out our intermediate trails, we have the Sar Pass. This one is super versatile. It's a total classic, whether you decide to go in the heat of summer or the dead of winter. The magic of Sar Pass really lies in its visual contrasts. You start off navigating through these incredibly thick, dense pine forests, which eventually open up to reveal these gorgeous snow-covered trails. It's just a textbook Himalayan experience that completely transforms with the seasons. But what if you want to push higher? That brings us to Section 3, extreme high-altitude treks. Just take a look at that number, 14,000. Take a second to really wrap your head around that. 14,000 feet. That is the staggering elevation of our next destination. We are way above the tree line now, folks. This is where a hike turns into a serious expedition. And here is exactly what is waiting for you at that 14,000-foot peak. Chandratal Lake in the Spiti region. It is a completely mesmerizing lakeside camping and trekking destination. After the grueling climb to reach this altitude, you're rewarded with the sight of this pristine, crescent-shaped lake just perfectly mirroring the sky. Let me tell you, high-altitude lakeside camping here, it's an unforgettable, almost spiritual experience. Which brings us to the Pen Parvati Pass. So the crucial point here is that this is for experienced adventurers only. Let me be clear, this is not a casual weekend hike. It is an intense, highly challenging connection that physically links the Kulu Valley straight over to the Spiti Valley. We're talking traversing massive glaciers and navigating some highly complex terrain. It is the absolute ultimate test for anyone who has already mastered the earlier trails we talked about. All right, finally, let's wrap things up with Section 4, your next great adventure. And this brilliantly illustrates everything we've talked about today, all packed into one neat, structured cheat sheet. It perfectly recaps our diverse options. We've got everything from the beginner-friendly panoramas of Triund in Mcleodganj all the way up to that extreme 14,000-foot lakeside camping at Chandratal in Spiti. You can see the key features lined up right alongside their regions. Whether you're chasing the hot springs of Kirganga, that crazy lush to desert transition of Hamta Pass, or the ultimate gauntlet of Pin Parvati, the whole shebang is mapped out for you right here. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. It's the very same question we started with, but now you're fully informed by the facts. From the welcoming beginner trails of the Dhauladhar range to the breathtaking heights of 14,000-foot peaks in Spiti, which trek will you conquer first? You've got the structured knowledge now, and you have the roadmap. The next step, actually getting out there? Well, that is entirely up to you. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I absolutely can't wait to guide you through our next topic.